What's up everybody, Chris here from Prince with Chris, and if you're like me and you're a 3D printer and you like to take 3D printers to craft shows to show off how the actual process works, I've got something cool to show you here. It's from Biqu. It's the Biqu Panda Hue OTG. What this is an aluminum built handle that goes on the top of your A1 Mini. That way you can take it with you to craft shows. So let's put this thing on and see what it looks like. Alright, so first of all, here's just a normal run-of-the-mill A1 Mini, and here is just a regular PETG handle that I've printed, and it works just fine. You know, the way it's printed, the stress lines won't be, you know, vertical, it'll be horizontal, which you don't have to worry about. And it works. Again, not too much flex with it. I think it's 3 or 4 walls, but and again, it's just one of those things where it's probably gonna be just fine for as little as I carry it around, but I always worry that there could be some stress inside those holes where everything's kind of mounted to it, and carrying it, moving around like that, I feel like could just eventually cause some issues. So that is where this bad boy right here will come in handy. So let's get this mounted on a tripod, and let's get this part off there and put the new one on. All right, so first things first, let's get this old one off of here. It is just a normal, I forget what size this is, but this actually came with a different printer, but makes it way easier to get these little screws off of here. There we go. All taken apart. And if you want to see a size comparison, here is the one of the PETG I made. And here is the aluminum one from Biqu. Just a bit smaller overall, you know, but height-wise and length-wise and, you know, the handle-wise. But this feels solid. It rattles a little bit because when it comes in the box, to make the box flatter, it comes like this, and then this slides off. This slides in there and you'll screw it in. There's a front piece in here that'll go in here that you'll screw into, so yeah. All right, so before I go any too further, this is actually a lithophane. So this will actually light up. There is a connector here with a little wire that will actually plug into the little 4-port connector down where the AMS light goes. But there's a little tab right here. If you pull this out, which you're gonna need to assemble this anyway. Get a little pain. There we go. So you use that to actually get access to these screws here that will go up here. But you can print your own lithophane and put it in here. You just swap that out. I think there's some little retainer screws you gotta take out, but then you can put your own lithophane in there, because this is gonna light up and you can have your little logo or anything else you want on there. I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, so fully assembled, this is what it'll look like. It is nice and tight, it's not going anywhere. There is one last step to do if you want this to light up, so stand by and I'll show you that. Okay, as stated before, if you want that to light up, there is a small port in the back. They do provide a little wire with a tiny little clip that then terminates into the 4-pin on the side. Actually, it's a 2-pin. There you go there. And then I'll show you the other part down here. Okay, so it is a 4-pin, but this only uses a 2-pin connector, which is, focus, right there, focus at all, focus, anything, focus? Nope, anyway, take my word for it, it's a 2-pin. So just plug it into this, whichever one you want. I'm just gonna plug it into the back one. So I do believe I have it in there now. Warning, this is a very snug fit. I think the pins are okay, but the little clip that goes on the bottom side, like way down in here, is either too thick and it wants to rub against this plastic and it won't fit in perfectly. So just take like an edge of a fingernail on either side and kind of just wobble, work its way in there, and it goes in there. So the pin labels, the pin orientations are correct. It's just a really snug fit. So Biqu, if you're watching, either make room for that somewhere or try to go without the clip, because I don't think you really need the clip in there too much, because I don't anticipate it wobbling around. Also, they do provide some, if I can get it, they do provide some of these little channels that you can stick on the back of here so you can keep your cable kind of oriented and tight the way you want it, which I'll do later. But yeah, let's check it out all lit up. All right, so there it is, all mounted in place, and it's kind of hard to see because the lighting, but it does light up. Looks really cool. It's purple. I'm not sure if there's a way to change that. I don't know if there is or not, but I don't mind it. Editing Chris here made a big boo-boo. I said the light of the Biqu logo light up purple. That's because it's a lithophane. The light's white. The lithophane's what's got the color in it. So sorry about that. Yeah, obviously, whenever you make your lithophane, whatever color you make it on the inside, that's what color it'll light up as. Big oof for me, so yeah, forgive me for that one. I don't mind it, it's whatever. Purple's kind of one of my colors anyway for my brand, so yeah. If you want to try and check one of these out or any of the great Biqu products, there's a link in my bio, just an affiliate link. Unfortunately, don't have any discount codes right now, maybe in the future. But yeah, check one out. Big shout out to Biqu. This is not a sponsored video, but they did send this to me for free. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.